Welcome back to part 5, and hopefully the last part of this shop build series. Let's see if we can get some of this trim on them corners and that gable end. Alrighty, here is my trim. I got it laid out. I got 4 long pieces here. I can do the whole corners without having to have any joints, so that's where they're going. And then the gable ends, that's what I'm gonna use the rest of this. I'm trying to figure out, well, let me show you, where's one at? See where they overlapped on the old building? That looks brand spankingly new, and then this is faded. Well, I'm trying to keep any of that brand spankingly new from showing, because, you know, it just won't look very good. But if it does show a little bit, it'll just have to. But that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. As soon as I get that figured out, well, I'm gonna climb up on the scaffolding, go start over there and start putting it up. Well, I do believe I got it laid out best I can. I got to square a few of the ends up because they're a little bit cockeyed. Once I do that, we'll start over there on that left side, putting the trim up over yonder. Well, I went to put my first piece of trim up on the gable end, and this wall right here, this first piece of tin, it's hanging over a little bit too much. I think I'm gonna have to cut this one rib off right here. I think I'll be just fine and dandly, so let me do that and then maybe we can get that trim up. Well, it is coming to flood right now. I had to seek shelter inside here. That's awesome, by the way. Been looking up here, see if we see any leaks. I don't see any, but I reckon that double bubble insulation, it'll hide a lot of leaks. Yes, it probably will. But them gaps right there where I ain't got to trim up yet, I don't even see no water coming through there. So pretty doggone good. Well, I think the rain is gone now, so let me finish cutting this. We'll get up there and put some trim on. Well, my lovely assistant, let's put this corner piece up first, so let's do that. And now my lovely assistant wants to put some of this drip edge on, so that's what we're going to do. Holy crap, that's cold. Woo! Well, whilst the rain is raining, we got our extra pieces of metal a lot sooner than I thought. So we done cut them, pre-drilling them. And well, I think the rain has actually quit now. So we might finish that drip edge and then we'll get these 2 pieces of metal on the front. Alrighty, it's quit raining. We're gonna put another corner piece up and finish that drip edge. Well, we got all the drip edge done on this side. got this corner done here. We're gonna put these two pieces on here, and I think we're gonna go around back and start that trim up the gable side. It gets so muddy right here. He's done got this truck stuck. It's 4-wheel drive. Got the old trusty long. We'll hook up to it, see if we can't pull him out. Well, we got the truck unstuck. We're gonna put these two pieces on this gable here. He's got to have his scaffolding tomorrow. So he's gonna take it when we get done. And tomorrow, I don't know, I'll piddle on something. I'll tell you what, this afternoon has been just messy and muddy, and I'm soaking wet from a little shower we got. I sure am. But we got about half the trim up. It's looking pretty doggone good too. It's a muddy mess right up here. Let me walk right up here and I'll just show you what I'm gonna have to do, because I can't have this. Right here in front of the shop, it ain't too terribly bad. It is a little mushy. Right over there though, where the truck got stuck a few minutes ago, it's terrible. Water seeps out of this hillside right in this area here, and it stays muddy. In the springtime, stays muddy pretty bad. So what I'm gonna do, well, I'm probably not even gonna use that. Eventually, I'm gonna have me a driveway, I guess, coming on this side of the carport. I'll have to put me another piece of culvert out there and just gravel this down to about right in here, and then start just this whole area right here. Gravel. What I plan on doing is getting like 2 or 3 inch rock for a road bed, and then put 1 inch, 3/4, whatever on top of it. Let that big gravel sink down in the mud and be the road. I think that'll work. The guy's gonna haul my gravel for in here. He was over here a minute ago. He's Mama's neighbor. He recommended, since, you know, I got probably 17, 18 inches that I got to fill here on this side, he recommended what he called compactable. He said it's like 2 inch rock, but with a lot of dust in it. He said it compacts really good. And then you'll put that load here, and then another load of crusher run on top of that. And he said it should compact really good. We'll discuss the gravel situation more because, well, you see, I got a big opening there. I'm trying to avoid having to do a turn down because it's more expensive, more concrete and all that. We'll discuss that more. But I reckon I'm done for this afternoon. Tomorrow, there's still plenty to piddle on. Yes, sir. I might try to put these 2 corner pieces of trim up. I might get up there and try to put that drip edge on. We'll find something to do. There's still plenty to do. Well, it's an absolutely lovely day today. Sun's shining. Temperature ain't too warm. Just right to be working outside. But I'm pretty sure I injured myself yesterday. You know, the scaffolding was sitting right here, and me and Mason picked the back end up and scooted it around so I could get it with a tractor and pull it on out so he could carry it to the job that he's working on today. And normally we got 3 or 4 people that do that. Well, yesterday it was just me and him. I'm pretty sure that right now I got a little invisible feller sitting on my shoulder just stabbing away with a dagger. And then I'm pretty sure that sometime in my sleep last night, somebody either got me in a headlock or they jumped off the top rope and landed on my neck. I was like, I can't hardly move my head. It hurts. I turned 50 years old May 2nd, and I got to remember that. I ain't 25, 30 years old no more. I don't need to be doing stuff like that. Anyway, I think right now I'm gonna try to get these 2 corner pieces of trim on, and then we might do the drip edge across here, and then I might be able to get these bottom pieces. I don't know, we'll just have to see. The gable end trim. We'll just have to see. But let me work on these corners here. Well, I got the first piece done. My camera quit about the time I got started on it. I think it got too hot out here in the sun. Anyway, got it up. It was just easy as pie. Started on this second piece right here, and let me tell you, it's pretty difficult by yourself. It's got to go under the roof tin, and then the double bubble insulation has got to go over it, and it wants to hang and snag, and you know that thing's what, 10 foot long. It's difficult by yourself. I'm gonna have to wait till I get help for this. I tell you what, if I ever do get even semi-rich, I'm gonna own me a boom lift, a 20 or 30 foot one. Yes sir. It'll make this stuff right here, you know, working by yourself, make it so much easier. Anyway, I'm gonna have to wait on help. So I think what I'm gonna do, they forgot a row of screws on this side, and of course the back and that other side, there's a lot missing. So I'm gonna go around and do that. I'm not gonna video it, that's pretty boring. And then when I get help, we'll finish this right here, and I don't know, we'll do something else. Well, I got all my screws put in everywhere around all the sides. So I'm gonna climb this ladder. I'm gonna try to put this drip edge in one more time. If I can't get it, well, I'll just have to wait till I get help. Well, I got some help. We just put that piece in about 10 seconds. I fought it for 15 minutes. And so we can't get the rest of it done. Well, we got the rest of the trim up yesterday evening, and she's starting to look like a shop. Looks pretty doggone good if you ask me. I think we're pretty much done with the outside, with the exception of getting an entry door there. But yes sir, all the trim and everything is done, except I'm gonna probably wash the back side and that side over there, the old metal. Spray a little bit of bleach on it and get that mold and whatever off of it. Today's plan is to get this muddy mess took care of. Got to take my dump truck. I'm gonna go get some number 4 rock. We got to work on it. Got to put the battery in it, check the tires, check the brakes. It's got a building's worth of metal in the backyard. I got to unload it. Of course, got to get the tractor out of the way. Got to get that metal out of the way. But right now, I'm fixing to run this magnet across everywhere because I don't want no flat tires on that truck or the big dump truck that's gonna bring this gravel in. So let me get busy doing that, and then we'll go get some gravel. Well, it fired up. It needed a little ether because it's been sitting there about a year since it's been drove. Anyway, it fired right up. I still got to check the brakes, tires, unload the metal, and then we'll go get us a load of gravel. Well, I just took a gander at this pile of metal, and there's a little more metal there than I remembered. Yes, sir. It's gonna take me a while to unload this. There's always something to do before you can do something. Well, I got all the metal unloaded. That is an entire 20 by 30 shop land right there, as far as the metal goes anyway. Now we get to, well, y'all have seen me do Will It Runs over the last year or so. Well, now we get to do a Will It Stop. Pedal goes all the way to the floor. It's done that before. I filled the master cylinder up, pumped it a few times, and it was fine. Well, she ain't doing it this time, so there's no, I've never been able to find any leak. I don't know where it's going. Let me see if I can figure it out. Well, we got brakes now. I cannot remember what you call this type of brakes. You know, it's got a regular master cylinder up here, and then the line runs down to, you got a vacuum booster down here with another, it's, you know, sort of like a proportion valve. That's your main brain on your brakes. I can't think what you call them. Anyway, it's got 2 bleeders on that down there. I cracked them open, let a little fluid go through, close them, pump the brakes. I got brakes now. I got one of them mechanisms right there, new. And we need to swap that out because, well, let me just show you real quick. Here it is right here. There's the main thing. Your fluid comes in over here and then it comes out over here. And there's like a vacuum booster right there. Most likely that right there is where the fluid is going. Since I can't find a leak, it's probably just filling this canister up right here. I got a whole new one of these. We need to swap that out sometime. Alrighty, brakes are good. Had to put a little air in the tires. Let's hit the road and go get some gravel. Make it to the store. We're running pretty low on gasoline. Well, it just quit on me. The ignition is cutting out and I don't really know why. I can't figure that out either. I can't figure nothing out of it yet. Yep, she died again. This ain't good. There she goes. She picked back up. And she died again. I don't even know where the flashers are. This ain't good. No, sir, this ain't good at all. I swear. Up about 2,000 RPM. I give up. I don't know where the loose wire is. I ain't never been able to find it. I really hope it don't quit when I got a load because, you know, I lose my vacuum for the brakes. That ain't good. Alrighty, we got some Gascolines. Let's go get some rock. Rough old road. We are 11,420 empty. Take a right, first left, second pile on the right. All right, thank you. Now weigh 22,480. No, take it back. 21,340.
I just like old trucks.
I do too. Hey, if you like old trucks, I got a YouTube channel. It's This and That Garage.
This is
Check
that
it out.
garage.
Yep. Alrighty, I reckon we'll head back to the house and dump this and try to get it spread. They close at 4. I don't believe I can make it back in time, so we might have to come get another load tomorrow. goodness, that's a rough road. I'm glad to be off of it. Gracious. Well, there's my first load, number 4, 2-inch. That's 5 ton right there. This sure ain't much either. The feller's coming to bring my first load of the compactable to put in here. He'll be here in about an hour, so I need to get busy spreading this. I think this will be good enough for now for him to back off in here, because that's dried up quite a bit and this here is pretty much completely dry, so I think we'll be okay. Let me get on the tractor and spread this a little bit. Whew. Well, I got that spread to the best of my abilities. I'm definitely not a road builder, as y'all can tell by the way I was operating that tractor, but I think it'll be all right. Right in this area here was the muddiest. That's where I tried to put the most, because you know it's gonna get squished down. Eventually, you know, I'll have all this area here filled in with gravel. But for now, that's all I'm worried about. I need to get in here now because he's gonna bring the compactable first, and we're gonna dump it over here because that's where I got to fill in the most. So I got to get this cleaned out, run my magnet through here because I don't want him getting no flat tires. So let me get busy doing that. Well, he just dumped my load of compactable. That's a pretty good sized rock right there. And then see all that dust in it. Yep, that'll probably compact pretty good. I completely forgot to turn the camera on, y'all. So worried about getting him down in here, not getting stuck, and then trying to get him turned around and backed in here. Completely forgot to turn the camera on. But I tell you this, we like to have messed up because he come in here raised up and he dumped that little pile there. He went up high as he could before he hit that. Well, we pulled up a little bit, went up a little higher, dumped this pile here. Well, I wasn't thinking, but he couldn't get his bed back down. He was gonna hit the door. He rammed her in reverse, just kept on ramming. You can see right there where he dug into that pile there. Finally got it back far enough. He let the bed down. We had about a 1/2 inch clearance on that door open. We like to have messed up, yes sir. But anyway, I'm gonna jump on the tractor, spread this around over here on this side. I hope to get another load tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's gonna be this or crusher run. I'll have to see how far this goes and how I like it. Anyway, let me get on the tractor. Well, I got that load of compactable spread, as you can see. I'm telling you, it's got some big old rocks in it. Sure does. Lots of dust in it too. I wonder if you got just the dust and compacted it real good. Wonder what that'd be like. I might have to try that on something sometime. Anyway, got all that spread. Got me a load of crusher run right here. That was 3 days ago. Yes, sir. I've done absolutely nothing for 3 days now, and here's why. 4 days ago, I pulled a tick off of me one morning when I got up, and that next morning I woke up and I was pretty sure I was on my deathbed. I'm telling you, it's the worst joint pain, fatigue, headache, just a general crappiness feeling. Well, it's the flu times 1,000, I guess you could probably say. Anyway, went to the doctor and he's like, yeah, you probably got Lyme disease. So he put me on antibiotics, and that means I can't do anything bionic while I'm on it. That sucks, but I'll just have to get over it. Anyway, I feel some better today. As long as I got ibuprofen in me, I don't hurt too bad. But I'm tired of laying around the house, and I got stuff to do. The show must go on. We need to talk about the concrete, because I haven't told y'all what's going on with it. I got a quote, just a rough estimate, of $10,000 to do this concrete, and it's just not going to happen, fellas. I can't afford it. So here's the plan for now. Well, you see that open space all the way around. I was going to do a turn down. Well, turn downs are more expensive. So this, I'm gonna try this. You know, I've got to fill that space in with something to keep the rock and concrete from spilling out. Well, I'm gonna try a concrete block, just stacking them along here. I believe that'll hold everything in. And if I had to stake them with rebar or something, that'll be fine. But I'm gonna try that, you know, probably from there all the way around here in that area. I might do it right there and some over here on this wall here. And I'm not going to get concrete anytime soon. You'll just have to wait. So this is what we're doing. This is why I got this. And then this crusher run. This compacts really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this spread out in here, get it good and smooth. I got a compactor I can use. We're going to compact it real good. And that's how it's going to be for a little while till I can afford concrete. We'll just work on it in gravel. And I'm fine with that. My handy dandy assistant said he can get me some really big conveyor belt, just like what we got over at Mama's at the end of the basement. He can get me some big conveyor belt, lay it down here where I'm not wallowing around in the rocks. You know, I'm laying on that conveyor belt, a little bit softer. And we're gonna work like that for a little while. I think it'll be okay. This is wonderful right now, just the way it is. I do need to dig a ditch on this side, and then right through here, because when it rains, that water comes in here. It's sort of muddy on this side. I'll have to do that to keep, you know, water out here, and that's nothing major. But what I'm gonna do right now, I got a few blocks. I don't know, we may start down here on this end. Just stack them, go down through here. May have to do a little digging, and just see what that looks like. If I think it's gonna work, well, I'll have to go to Lowe's and get some more block, and we'll do that all the way around here. Anyway, let me get the front end loader loaded with block, get them over here, and we'll start doing that. Well, this is what I got done so far. These places right here, I got to make half blocks and whatever, just anything to fill the gap in. That's how far I got, and then I run out of block. About the time I run out, my handy dandy assistant called me and said, "Hey, I got you some free concrete block." He said, "There's about 30 of them if you want to go get them." Well, let me show you what I got. That poor old pickup truck right there, that's about all you can put in it. Yes, sir, it's a pretty good load. It's 71 of the bigger ones mostly. There's a few of these here, the smaller ones, but 71 concrete block is what you can haul in one of these 3/4 ton pickup trucks. I'm telling you, the front end is so light, if I hit a bump, it'd just go to shaking and get the death wobble, and I'd have to slow down. Anyway, I think I got enough of them to finish. You know, I'm gonna finish this side out with them. And then over here, 1 or 2 of these. But then there's some that I'm gonna get the little thin 4-inch ones to do like this section, and maybe these 2 here. But yeah, I got more than enough of them big ones. Anyway, let me get busy and finish this one side at least. Well, I got a little bit more done. I got most of the front. I like that little section right over yonder. I got this whole side done here, with the exception of, you know, these holes. I got to cut block and make them fit. Got some in every pole basically. And I got one section done around here on the back. Let me show you it real quick. I had to build up. I didn't have to dig 4 or 5 inches. I just didn't want to. I'm tired. Anyway, I got one section done here. I think this middle section, I think I can use the 8-inch. And then from there on, I think I'm gonna have to use the 4-inch. So once I get this run done, if I got time, I'll have to run back to Lowe's and get some of those little ones. Anyway, let me keep on trucking. Well, I do believe I'm done with the big block. Yes, sir. Starting here. I might be able to use the half, the 4-inch all the way through here. Well, not even all the way, maybe halfway. And then you come over here, this section, don't need nothing. And then this one's gonna need something. I can use the 4-inch on it. And maybe half this wall and use 4-inch. Then it goes to, I need something about 5-inch. I think what I'll do, probably tomorrow, because I'm getting tired. I'll go to Lowe's and get that 4-inch that I need. And then I'm gonna go out to the garden section and see if they ain't got some kind of paver, that's about 5 inches tall. And that's what I'll line this with. Yes, sir, I think that'll work out just fine and dandy. I think what I may do right now is start cutting some of these big blocks and filling in these holes. And I might have to use some of those 4-inch, to stuff in these holes too. Anyway, let me see if I can't do something with that. Well, it's about 1 o'clock the next afternoon, and well, I ain't touched the shop today, no sir. I had to go fix the air conditioning on an old tractor this morning. Then I went and got tortured by the dentist for about 45 minutes after that, so yeah, that's good. I will tell you this. I believe I overdid it yesterday. I don't think I'm over the tick fever disease, no sir. I am feeling pretty fatigued today. I probably ain't gonna do a whole lot today. Matter of fact, I think we're gonna end the video working on the building right here. Being down and out 3 days with that tick fever disease is threw a wrench in my plans. I was planning on being done with all this, minus the concrete. But yeah, that ain't happening. So there will be a part 6, so be looking for that. But the video ain't over just yet. Me and my handy dandy assistant, well, we got something a little special we're gonna show y'all. So give me just a minute and I'll tell you all about that. Well, I'm here at my handy dandy assistant's shop. Let me tell y'all what we're fixing to do. Let me tell you a little history, a little backstory. I was born and raised in that house right there. That's where Mama lives. And Mason's granddaddy lived there all my life. Lived, right across the road. Well, Daddy and his granddaddy, Memorial Day the week before, well, they'd jump in the truck and they had them a bundle of flags. Let me show you the flags right here in this box. They take flags, they go around all the graveyards and find all the veterans. They plant them a little flag at the veterans tombstone. Well, both of them are no longer with us, so I guess the tradition's been passed on to him and me. So we're fixing to jump in, dude, and I believe he said we got 10 graveyards we got to hit. Let's get down the road and start planting some flags. Let me show you all this real quick. We got us some paperwork here. It's actually got the names of all the veterans and all the graveyards. Tell us where the graveyard is. Well, he's not only my handy dandy assistant, but he's gonna be my handy dandy navigator. He's gonna tell me where to go. Well, we're at the first one, Hickory Point Church Cemetery. I think there's 9 of them here. And well, you can see there should be flags and flag holders like that one there, and there's one there. We're gonna take the old flags, turn them in. We're gonna give them brand spankingly new flags. We're now at Davidson Graveyard. It's a little bit bigger one than the last one. I think there's 14 veterans here. Let me walk down through here and replace their flags. Got 2 right here beside each other. Got another one right here. Here's a kind of old tombstone here. Herbert Gibson. I believe he died in, best I can tell, 1918. That's pretty old tombstone there. And there's another one right over here. Let me show you it. It's made to look like a tree trunk and tree log down here. I don't know if I've ever seen one like that. Reinhardt, I do believe is the name. That's pretty cool looking though. We're now at Gerald Cemetery. I think we got 5 veterans here. Let's change these flags out. Here is Juan. I'll get it in there in a minute. This is Woodall Cemetery. It's kind of fancy with these gates like this. Yes, sir. I think we got 9 here. Let's get in here and find them. I got 2 side by side right here, and then I got another one right over yonder. This is the one and only Mel Tillis's grave right here. I completely forgot about it. There's road right down here, Gerald Ridge Road. He lived somewhere down there, I don't forgot where. But yes, sir, it's Mel Tillis right there. We are now at Batts Cemetery. We got 6 veterans here we're gonna replace flags on. This is Atkins Cemetery, and as you can tell, it's not maintained very well at all. That's kind of sad. But there's 4 veterans in here. Let me search for them, give them some brand new flags. I think I might have found them. 1 there, 2 right over yonder, and then the 4th one, well, I might have to search for it a little bit more. I hope these dogs don't get me while I'm trying to do this. Just found number 4 right there. I don't know how well y'all can read that sign, but it says Nanny Hollis Cemetery. I think this is our biggest one. It's got 17 in it. There's a turkey right yonder. That's a tom. I don't know if y'all can see him or not. I saw one yesterday going to town. She had about 15 or 20 little babies crossing the road. Got a headstone right here. It's done fell over. We're gonna pick it up. It probably won't stay. Next strong wind will knock it over, but it'll be up for a little while. I don't know how heavy this thing is, but we're gonna try to pick it up. Get it back up over there. Oh my goodness. I don't know how long it'll stay up, but it's up for now. This is Russell Cemetery, and I don't see but 2 headstones. One of them's a veteran. He's gonna get a new flag. Well, another small cemetery called Scott Cemetery. It's got 2 right down yonder. Somebody's already got them. Those are 2 brand spankingly new flags. Last but not least, we're at the Nicholson Cemetery. We got 9 of them to put here. That near broke. There's several right through here. They ain't got nothing but a big old rock marker in their grave. I wonder how old they are. Probably been here a pretty good while. Well, that's the last graveyard. I know it ain't much, you know, putting flags on graves, but at least it'll, you know, memorialize them, let people know, hey, that's a veteran there. Fought in the war for this country, maybe. I know Memorial Day is about people that gave their lives for this country, but still, I'd like to thank all veterans, past, present, and future. Thank y'all a bunch for what you've done for this country. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't mind, hit that like, comment, subscribe. Share it with your friends. And until next time, go do something. Blurb, blurb.